Hey there, if there's one thing we often hear among the best traders in the world is cut your losses fast and let your profits run. So let's say you take a trade at 100 while your target being at 110, but the price goes way above your target. It goes 112, 114, 116, it even touches 118. Now which do you think is better? You exiting your trade at 110 or would you let your profits run? Now at 118, even if the trend goes against you and the price comes rapidly falling down, you have been trailing your stop loss. So you get to exit at 116. And that's the beauty of trailing stop loss. You're letting your profits run, but if the trade turns against you, it'll help you quickly exit your trade while preserving your profits. Now there are 5 ways to trail your stop loss that I have found to be very effective. Now out of these 5 ways, some are meant only for intraday trading, some are meant only for swing trading, and some both, which I'll let you know as I explain them. So let's get to it. Number 1. Market structure. Now the best trades are those where you ride with the trend and once the trend changes, you exit the trade. For detecting the trend, we would be using a very well known market structure pattern among traders known as higher highs and higher lows, or if you're short selling, lower highs and lower lows. So here's how it works. Here we can see the trend going such that there's a high and a low. The next high is higher than the previous high and the low is also higher than the previous low. Again we have a higher high and a higher low. Another higher high and a higher low. This goes on and on until you find that the new high is not quite higher than the previous high, and the new low as well is not quite higher than the previous low, which means the trend is changing or soon to be changing. And as you can see, the trend changes and it starts to head downwards. So what's happening is you get to stay in the trade all throughout, and once the trend starts to change, it alerts you. The same thing can be applied for a downtrend. When you have a high followed by a low and then a lower high and a lower low, another lower high and a lower low, and it so goes on. Now you got to be cautious that this won't work in a sideways market, as there's not much of new highs and lows being created in a sideways market. This works with any time frame. However, the problem with intraday is you only have a limited number of candles before you are forced to exit the trade, which is why you won't get the complete benefit of this trailing stop loss. When it comes to swing and positional trades, this works fabulously well, but again given the market conditions. Number 2. Previous 2 candles low. As the name suggests, we keep a trailing gap of 2 candles low. This is good enough to not get eaten up by the volatility while keeping you in the trade as far as it goes. Here is a trade where we have 3 strong reasons for an entry. First is the trend line. Second, we have a wonderful reversal bullish engulfing candle here. And third, we are following the moving average strategy, which I already made a video on. I'll link it in the description. You can check that out. So our initial target being 1.5% and our stop loss being 0.5%, which works wonderfully. Now as soon as the price closes above our target, we can place our stop loss at our initial target. So no matter what, at the very least we would be taking what was our initial target. Now after 2 candle closes, we will move 1 candle up. Again after the next candle starts, we will move another candle up. This way we maintain a gap of 2 candles. I recommend this method of trailing stop loss for intraday. You can use this for swing trades as well, but I would say for swing and positional trades, you rather use a method in which you can ride the trend for longer, like the market structure method or the ones that I'm going to speak about. Which brings us to number 3, average true range. This is an indicator that gives you a stop loss level based on the volatility of the stock or index. So let's go to indicators and type average true range. We'll select the colored one by H Potter. Here we have the ATR line, which is also another way of finding the direction of the trend. So if we were to enter here, all we have to do is keep our trailing stop loss slightly above the ATR line and not on the ATR line. Because sometimes it touches the ATR line and bounces back like here and here. And as you can see, where there was an uptrend previously, it would have kept you in the trade until the trend direction changed. This is a wonderful indicator for swing and positional trades, but I wouldn't suggest it for intraday trades. Alright, moving on to number 4, moving average. This is by far the most well-known method for detecting trends among traders. We will go to indicators, select moving average and select the length to be 20. Here we have a channel pattern followed by a breakdown. And right from the breakdown, the moving average line has kept us in the direction of the trend. Here we have a breakout in the moving average line and once again a beautiful chance here for a trade. The best part of the moving average method of trailing your stop loss is that it works with any time frame. You can use it for intraday, swing trades and positional trades as well. Although for positional trades, I would recommend a length of 50. Alright, lastly we have number 5, fixed target. Fixed target is quite similar to previous 2 candles low, where we maintain a fixed trailing gap based on the volatility of the stock or index. Here we have 3 reasons for our entry. First is the trend line, then we have a piercing candlestick pattern, which I spoke about in my last video, how powerful these reversal patterns can be. And finally, it also breaks the moving average line. So we keep an initial target of 30 points with a stop loss of 10 points. And once the candle closes above our target, we can place our stop loss at the target. And from here, we keep moving the stop loss as and when the price goes up, while maintaining a gap of 10 points. You can choose the length based on how you assess the volatility to be. So we keep moving it until it eventually hits our stop loss. This is better suited for intraday trades. For swing and positional trades, I would suggest go with moving average, ATR or market structure. Hope you found this video useful. If you did, do give it a like, so I would be making more such videos, and while you're at that, do hit the subscribe button as many more trading and investing videos here at wealthztrader. So until then, stay tuned.